皆さんこんにちは。Hello, I'm Taku from Tokyo. Welcome to my video. Today I'd like to talk about why do Japanese say san. If you have a chance to be friends with Japanese or work with them, you could hear them say some Japanese honorific suffix when calling your name and wonder what san means in Japanese. You could also wonder whether you should use san such as Suzuki-san or Ito-san instead of Mr. Suzuki or Ms. Ito, otherwise you could be considered rude to them. Yes, we Japanese people frequently use san when showing respect to other Japanese people, and I'd like to tell you the following matters in this video. Why do Japanese people say san? Is san always appropriate in Japan? After watching this video, I hope you will understand how you call a Japanese person and possibly make a good first impression on them, and further hope you make a successful relationship with Japanese friends, business partners, and so on. Before moving on to the topic, let me introduce myself. I am Taku from Tokyo, Japan, born and raised here. I have working experience in Japanese companies as an international sales for almost 10 years, so I understand the Japanese business language. Okay, move on to the topic. Why do Japanese say san? We Japanese people use the honorific suffix san after calling a person's surname or first name such as Suzuki-san, a common Japanese surname, or Hanako-san, a common Japanese lady's first name, to show respect or familiarity, a friendly feeling. And this does not have any negative intention in the meaning. It is similar to Mr. or Ms. in English. However, if we omit to add san when calling a person in Japan, it is considered to be rude, especially to a higher position person such as your customers, seniors, supervisors, or older persons in Japan. And the only timing omitting san is to your friends, juniors, younger persons, but still we feel a little rough or too casual unless adding san. Is adding san always appropriate in Japan? If you wonder whether you should add san or not to any Japanese friends, customers, and so on, you may add san in almost all situations, especially if you are not willing to study Japanese at all. Remembering the honorific suffix san to show respect is fine. Other appropriate honorific suffixes. However, if you wish to study Japanese a little more, I'd like to introduce more appropriate honorific suffix in Japan depending on the person you're calling, such as follows. Non-close relationships, adults or acquaintances, surname plus san, for example, Suzuki-san. Your supervisor, surname plus job title, for example, Suzuki Kacho, which means Kacho means manager. Actually, depending on the situation, san is also okay to supervisor. Your colleague, surname plus san, for example, Suzuki-san. Your business partner, customer, surname plus job title, or surname plus sama. Sama is more formal way of calling san, for example, Suzuki-sama. In casual situations, san is also used to them. Teacher or doctor, surname plus sensei, for example, Suzuki-sensei. Girl, 12 years old or less, surname or first name plus san, Hanako-san, or chan is used. Boy, 12 years old or less, surname or first name, kun or san. Kun is used to a boy or young man, for example, Ken-kun. Your friend, surname or first name plus san, kun or san, can be used in casual situations. If you feel difficult to remember all, again, just keep in mind adding san to all people is usually okay. When adding san is inappropriate, there are several occasions when adding san is not appropriate among Japanese people. If you are non-Japanese, you don't need to be careful about it too much. When you call yourself, it is not appropriate to add san to yourself. If your surname is Suzuki, You should never call yourself Suzuki-san. When introduce your company staff to your customer, When you introduce your company staff, colleagues, or supervisors to your customer or business partner, you should call your company colleagues or supervisors without adding "san." It is not appropriate to show respect for your internal workers in front of your customer because your customer is the first person to be respected from the Japanese person's point of view. When talking about a famous person, historically famous person or celebrity, we don't usually add "san." However, if you had any experience of meeting a famous person and being familiar with them, you may add "san." However, if you are non-Japanese, you don't need to consider the above situations too much, and just adding "san" every time you call Japanese is no problem. Conclusion. In this video, I introduced why Japanese say "san." I hope you will understand why and how "san" is added as an honorific suffix in Japan, and you could possibly try to call your Japanese friends or business partner by adding "san" from now on. If you are not Japanese, you don't need to consider whether you should add "san" when calling a Japanese person. Either adding or not is fine. Suffix "san" is used to show respect or familiarity, a friendly feeling. So non-Japanese feel uncomfortable if you add "san" when calling a Japanese person. Thank you for watching this video till the end. See you next time.